favorite crafting buddies. How are you today, boys and girls? Thank you so much for joining me here at Crafting with Grammy. How do you like my cool fish glasses? Aren't those neat? For today's craft, we're going to be going deep into the ocean, and we're going to be making these really awesome jellyfish. So settle in with me and let's get crafting. Welcome back. I'm ready to get crafting, aren't you? I have on my crafting apron and I've brought out my craft basket to see what supplies we're going to need for today's craft. So we're going to start off with 2 white pom-poms. You are going to be needing some glue. You're going to need 2 paper plates. Now, Grammy just happens to have blue and green, but as long as one of them has a white backing on it, that's perfect. You're going to need some white crepe paper, and you want to get the ribbon kind, just like this one. You're going to need a paper towel. You're going to need some iridescent glitter. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a paintbrush. A small one will do just fine. You're going to need some googly eyes. And if you can get this last item, that's good. If you can't, no problem. We can make it without it. But iridescent skirting. And you can get that at any party store or Walmart or even the dollar store carries it. We just need a little piece of it. And that's it. So let's make our jellyfish. All right, let's get started. Grammy is zoomed in really close so that you can see exactly what we're doing in order to make our jellyfish. So the first step I want you to do is get one of those paper plates out and set it on the table in front of you with the white side or the bottom facing up. And then I want you to picture it just like the face of a clock. So we'd have the 12 o'clock position, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. I want you to take a marker and I want you to mark where the 4 o'clock position would be. And then I want you to mark where the 8 o'clock position would be. And that's what it would look like. All right, now I want you to make a center dot right in the middle of that plate. Just one little dot, just like so. Then I want you to take your marker and I want you to connect those lines. And it's going to make like a half a circle that goes all the way around your plate, just like so. And let me show you what that's going to look like. It'll look just like that. Okay? Now I want you to get out your scissors, and we're going to go ahead and cut that out. Just follow that line that you made all the way around. Super easy. Just follow the line. And there we go. And you can set the rest of that plate aside because we're not going to need that anymore. So that should leave you with a shape just like that. All right, let's move to step 2. I want you to get that other paper plate out, set that down facing up, and put that other piece right on top of it. Perfect. Now I want you to get out your glue and your paintbrush. Now, Grammy's put a little bit of glue in a dish to make it a little bit easier to spread. So if you want to do that, it makes it a lot simpler. So we're just going to go ahead and take our paintbrush and we're going to paint glue on that. Just a thin coat. It doesn't take much. So just keep right on going until you have the whole thing covered. Here's a fun little fact about jellyfish. Did you know that when a group of fish swim together, it's called a school? But when a group of jellyfish all get together to have a party, it's called a pod. All right. So there, my glue is all set. I'm going to set that paintbrush aside. Now get out your iridescent glitter, and you're just going to sprinkle glitter all over that. Get it covered really well. I had you set it in the other plate just so we wouldn't get glitter all over the place. That's perfect. Then take it and shake that extra glitter off of it. And look how sparkly it is. Isn't that pretty? All right, you could go ahead and set that aside. We're gonna give that a chance to dry. Now I want you to get out that white crepe paper that I asked you to have. Let me get that glue out of the way. I've got sparkles on my table. How about you? All right, I want you to take that white crepe paper and you're gonna fold it down about 3 inches. See how I did that? Perfect, just like that. Then I want you to keep wrapping it around. We're gonna make lots of layers with it. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. See how I've got that? And 4 and 5 times around. And then you can go ahead and just cut that right off. All right. Now you want to pat it down and get it all even. All right, then set that aside. Then I want you to get out your scissors and we're going to cut ribbons in this. So holding it together, starting at one end, we're going to cut it into thirds. So picture 3 spaces there. And we're going to cut 1 and 2. And the 2 cuts make 3 ribbons, just like that. All right, I need you to do that 5 times. I'll wait for you. Okay, so by the time you're finished cutting up your crepe paper, you should have a big old pile of crepe paper ribbons. You can go ahead and set those aside and we'll be using those in a little bit. Next, I'd like you to get out those 2 little white pom-poms that I asked you to have. Mine have little glitter bits on them. How about yours? All right, take those little pom-poms and get out your googly eyes. Now you can choose any size googly eyes that you want. Grammy's gonna pick a medium size today. You're gonna wanna take your little googly eyes and put a little dab of glue on there, just like that. And take that googly eye, whoops, take that googly eye and you're gonna stick it right on that little white pom-pom. Just like that. All right, let's do the other one. Again, another little bead of glue on there. Perfect. All right, let's stick this one on the other one. We're going to do it right in the center. There you have it. Push down a little bit, put a little pressure on there so it sticks really well. And there you have his eyeballs. Aren't those cool? All right, let's set those aside. Let's get our jellyfish body back out. Isn't that pretty how shimmery it is? That iridescent glitter is just so pretty. All right, we can go ahead and take it out of that paper plate. It should be dry by now. You're gonna set that with the round part away from you. And we're gonna create the jellyfish's face. We're gonna put his eyes on. So just take a little bit of glue. Grammy's gonna use a little tacky glue on hers. And you're gonna put a little bead of glue on the back of your little pom-pom, just like so. And we're gonna set it right on the body of our jellyfish and give it a good push. Make it stick really well. All right, now let's do the other eyeball. Again, another bead of glue. And we're gonna set that one right next to the other one. Perfect. Put a little pressure on there. So you should end up with that. All right, now take that and you're gonna set it upside down, facing you. All right, now get that pile of ribbon that you cut out. And we're just gonna take 1 ribbon at a time. Mine have some curls in them. How about yours? And we're just gonna take a little bit of glue, put a little bit of glue on the end of it, and you're gonna stick it right to the edge of that plate. So it's gonna be right on the edge there. And you're gonna continue that and do it all the way around. So Grammy will get started doing hers. 1 more. Did you know that a jellyfish isn't really a fish at all? It's called an invertebrate because it doesn't have a backbone or a spine. Just some fun little facts about jellyfish for you. All right, keep on going. You can put on as many of these as you want. It's entirely up to you. We're going to keep on gluing. Terrific. Okay, so when you're finished gluing all your pretty white ribbons to the bottom of your jellyfish, it should look just like this along the back. Is that what yours looks like too? That's perfect. Now, if you were able to get a piece of that iridescent table skirting that I said in the beginning, that's great. That's when you would add this to it. If you don't, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to put a little bead of glue along the bottom or the back of it here. And just a thin little bead of glue. And that's when you would put that on the back, right on top of those white strips that you glued down. You just glue that into place. Perfect. And there you have it. Your really cool shimmery jellyfish. Thank you so much for being here with me today, boys and girls. I hope you had as much fun as Grammy did making these shimmery jellyfish. You could hang yours from a string in your room. That'd be awesome. For our next video, we're going to dive back into the ocean. And we're going to be making these really cool glittery fish. Isn't that neat? All right. Again, thank you for being here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and push the subscribe button below. Take care. Bye-bye.